Good morning. Good morning. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and on the radio station. You are tuned in to Hot 89.1 FM this morning with Antonita LESHAE on the Truth Now Talk Show. And today, my guest is the beautiful Miss Nikki Dance. What is it? Smooth Dance Queen. I
Move
got it
dance.
all mixed up, but she has she wear many hats, and I am so excited to have her on the show this morning. We kind of put this together like within a day, but it's hey, well, you have to be flexible when you're in this type of business. You
That's
have
right.
to be what you say. You got to get ready. You got to be wait. What is it?
As long
Stay
as you
ready.
you
What did you
stay
say?
ready, you don't have to get ready.
Yeah, exactly. I knew it was something. I got to get my lingo, my I'm from Chicago. I should be able to understand all of that. But good morning, Nikki. How you doing?
Good morning, beautiful. I am doing great. I
Oh,
am
thank you
doing
for
wonderful.
coming in on the show. The Truth Now Talk Show, we discuss a lot of topics, but today we want to talk about, as you know, I'm a part of the stepping community, which is Chicago style stepping. And we have a variation of dances. We at our parties we do line dancing, ballroom, whatever facet of dance style that one wants to do. That's what we do in our community. We are both in Las Vegas. For those of you that are listening in, we are in Las Vegas, Nevada, where we
Hmm.
both reside. But Miss Nikki is here to discuss all things Nikki, and she has a wonderful dance group. I want to kind of touch on that because the style of dance, it's line dance, but it's not the typical line dance. Am I correct? So
Correct.
she's gonna discuss that, and I'm gonna let her introduce herself because she is not shy. Don't let her think that she is far from being that, and I am going to give her the microphone right now.
Yes, yes. How you doing, everybody out there in this beautiful world? We open our eyes today. Amen. So
Amen.
listen, my dancing has swag. I put swag in dancing. Um, a lot of people call it a lot of other things, but Miss Nikki, I call it swag because I don't like to just be regular. I'm not
Mhm.
regular. I go all out. I have to feel the music in order to know what's about to happen next. I can be in a conversation, mid conversation, and I will cut that conversation short if I
Mhm.
hear a song that's catchy. You know what I mean? So what I do is I've been dancing since I swiggled up out of my mother. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been like that ever since. And from there, I just always wanted to do things different. I always wanted to dance different. I didn't. Some certain dances I like to get it right on point because it is what it is, and it's
Mhm.
something that I would do anyway. But then when it come to line dancing, they're more like sergeants. I see that a lot. They're
Real.
more like
Mhm.
sergeants.
Mhm.
Um, they're stiff. Except our boy, rest in heaven.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Casper, he had that swag all day long,
Mhm.
and he felt that with me when I met up with him at the event that you had. He saw
Mhm.
that right away. He
Mhm.
was like,
Mhm.
okay, I see what you're doing. You know,
Mhm.
so
Yes.
it's just you. I just have to feel the music, and
Mhm.
once I feel the music, I do what I do. Now I almost had a twerking line dance, but I'm gonna mind my bit. I'm gonna keep that to myself.
What you mean by twerking?
I ain't gonna do that.
What you mean twerking line dance that
I'm
you
gonna do a little
created?
twerking, this little razzle dazzle on the line dance. I was gonna do a little twerking, but then
Okay.
I know people be always having something. They always have something to say about what I do and how I
Okay.
do things. The some of the line dance community, they were the ones that told me that I wasn't gonna get far in the way I dance.
So would you like to elaborate on how you became so successful? Because I don't know the numbers, but on Facebook, how many followers do you have on Facebook right now and Instagram? Is it
I have
Facebook?
over 100,000 followers on Facebook
Yes.
business.
Yeah.
And I have A is growing on TikTok. I have some. I believe the numbers. I think it's over like 50K or something like that.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm growing. That just happened overnight because I wasn't a TikTok person. But then
Right.
I noticed when I put my videos out, they were hitting over 10K, and I'm like, TikTok, like, this is easy. It felt like, but TikTok
Mhm.
is kind of hard. Really, they gotta really like you in order for you to,
Yeah.
And then I went to where I was hitting videos over 50K, and then I think one of them I hit like 130 some K,
Wow.
on one video, So when that happened, it was just me by myself, not even with my step toes. It was just
Mhm.
me. And from that point, I just started TikToking. So the numbers are climbing on TikTok. So
So what do
I'm
you
happy.
how okay, so this is the world of influencers, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the world that we are in. We are becoming a celebrity without going to Hollywood. We are creating that movement within our own right, in our own homes and our own businesses and things like that. So
Mm-hmm.
social media has prepared us to be just that. You know, growing up, everybody wanted to be something or someone.
Right,
That's just
right.
in us. That's embedded. For anybody that say otherwise, that they don't want to be bigger or better than themselves, they are not telling the truth.
No,
Because
they're
that's
not.
not, we look at some of our famous celebrities, like for instance, you was at the Beyonce concert.
Yes,
Everybody got information for
yes.
that. You dressed up, you felt the
Mm-hmm.
part, you went out there and did that. So, this, like they said, social media can make or break you. And everybody is not going to be happy for you. You
Right.
can't please the masses, but those that you can touch, because in everything, it's an empowerment. You are
Mm-hmm.
empowering someone else who may have had a setback or
Right.
going through an emotional state or having issues with whatever that they're going through.
Right.
When we dance, because I do it too.
Right.
You do the dance you do, and I've been dancing since I was a little girl, or like you say,
Right.
coming out of the mother's womb.
Yes.
And this is a self-esteem boost. But
Mm-hmm.
oftentimes we have the naysayers and the negative people coming at you like, oh, you're not doing that right. You're not doing this right. You are a creator within your own self. So I've
Mm-hmm.
always been that too. I don't do what everyone else does.
Right.
I am very creative. I am an innovator. And you
Mm-hmm.
try to find what you want to do.
Right.
And
Right.
and we can't help who associate or like it, right?
Right.
So keep doing what you're doing, and that's with anybody. Just keep doing what you're doing. Forget about those that are not doing that.
Right.
Do what makes you happy, because look, apparently you're doing something right,
Hello,
because the
somebody.
numbers don't lie,
They don't
right?
lie. Mm-mm.
You know?
Not
So
at all.
so
Not
with
at
the
all.
steptoes, how did that come about? When did you launch that?
Um, about maybe 6 years ago,
Mhm.
DJ Thump.
Okay,
That's my
yeah.
bro. DJ Thump. He was actually working for Power 88 at the time,
Mhm.
and he was DJing. And every time, we would get out there and dance, the girls would be dancing with me because I had already been teaching dance,
Mhm.
in the recreation centers for the kids and stuff like that because they had nothing to do after school program. They had nothing to do. So then the parents was
Mhm.
not at this point. I was over 350 pounds,
Oh,
so
wow.
I was the kids were bored, and I was trying to find something that I know that I like that will work for me.
Mhm.
And so I started teaching, and then the adults had asked if I can teach them. And I was like,
Wow.
okay, well, let me go and give it a shot. So I started teaching. The girls will come out, hang out with me at the club. And when I'm dancing, I'm always directing. I can't help
Mhm.
myself.
Mhm.
I can't help myself. There's
Mhm.
no way I can dance and see somebody struggling and don't tell them what to do, like
Right.
show them what to do.
Yes.
And so as I'm directing, I'm turning fingers and stuff. DJ Thumb said on live and remote, he was like, they following her. They doing everything she
Mm.
said. You know what? I'm gonna call them the STEPTOES. Y'all
Wow.
give it up for Miss Nikki and the STEPTOES.
See?
So it was catchy. It worked for me. Um, I had a couple of people. I had one person particularly that was on there. I'm not gonna say no names and nothing like that. Uh, last I checked, it was Nikki's group. But listen, so I had a person that got on there, and she literally was like, she called me the next day, and I've been knowing her for a while. She called me the next day and said, "Did you hear what he said? He gave us a shout out on the radio, and he said Nikki and the STEPTOES." I don't
Mm.
like the STEPTOES. I said, "Well, did you want to call it Nikki and her name and the STEPTOES?" And at that point, we faded. She had to go. At that point in time, I knew that I wanted to get a group together, and I wanted it to be loving, no judgment group. And they're all just so happen to be my friends.
Right.
So I knew all of these ladies first, and then
Mhm.
I included them in my group because they
Mhm.
showed dedication. They showed that they wanted to be there. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
Right.
then I included, and I started adding in more, and knocking off the ones that just wasn't good for my peace. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm.
I didn't want
Mhm.
nobody coming in. I had those that come in and say, "I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't. She shouldn't be." It was things like that was happening, and it's like you're not in it for the dance. You're in
Right.
it to control who I deal with. That's
Mhm.
not what this is
Mhm.
about. If you don't
Mhm.
have the love for dance and the
Right.
love for just having a good time like we all do, me and the steptoes, when I tell you, even when we practice and rehearse, we laugh. We have so much fun.
Yes.
That's the type of people I need around me. Because the minute you throw me off, it throws off my mind and what I'm trying to do.
Mhm.
So, that's why my steptoes group is so small. I have
Mhm.
like 7 ladies in total. When before I had like 15.
Wow. Yeah, it's hard. I have a women's group, and it's hard. They say women can't work together. That's
Right.
not true.
No, it's
You
not.
have to find the ones that work together.
Right. Right, right.
You get what I'm saying?
You really do.
You have to
It should
find the
never
ones
be
that mesh.
competition.
It should never be competition.
Never competition, ever,
Yes.
ever, ever,
Yes.
ever, ever. And I've had that too.
Mhm.
They
Mhm.
come in and they want to compete with Miss Nikki. You
Mm.
know, Miss Nikki is the competition.
I gotcha. Amen to that because, again, now that's no different. Now you are in that line. Okay, so when you said the line dancers wasn't accepting, what was it the drawback for you with that? Because in Chicago style stepping, we have the same thing. Now I don't know if
Yes.
it's a cultural thing with us African
Right.
Americans
Right.
when it comes to dance forms, business, or whatever the case
Yes.
may be. We have a conflict and the willingness of not wanting to make things work and
Right.
very critical
Very.
of others. So
Very.
it can kind of, well, not me because I don't let anything stop me from doing what I want to do, but it
Good
can be
job.
a mood damper for some, and
Yeah.
it can deter people from wanting to do it and make it less attractive. So when
Yeah.
you were in your community, the line dance community,
Hmm.
how was that received? Was it naysayers saying, "Oh, she ain't doing that right. That ain't the typical." Because everybody then they gravitate, but they then you did it your way,
Right.
basically, right?
And me doing it my way. What it started off being was, it was like on social media, and you
Mhm,
had certain groups that all got together, but to me they wasn't positive. It was
mm,
always something negative about another line dancer, or this person can't do it this way. It's actually a line dance artist. Her name is Tracy Stilettos, and she
mhm,
wears stilettos, and she line
mm.
dancing stilettos. She was talked about on somebody's life for like 2 hours, just
Wow.
talking bad about her, about it's not going to work for her, she's not going to do this and do that. And at that point I said, okay, let me break it down some. Tracy Stilettos got with me and said, hey, welcome to the world, but I'm here to tell you I'm not a part of that. I'm not a part of the messiness.
Mm.
And the last I checked, I didn't look up no line dancers to see who was doing what. I've been line dancing since the hustle.
Right. Mhm,
I was 7.
mhm,
That's the first line dance I've heard of in
mhm,
my growth.
mhm.
The electric slide was way after.
Right.
The hustle was first. Do the
Mhm.
hustle. Do. Okay.
Mhm, mhm.
So
Yeah.
so me dancing, and I'm not looking on YouTube. I'm not looking to see who's doing what. This is my own creativity. I've been doing this all my life. When we were young, when I was younger, I would be the one that created the dances for my friends, the groups.
Mm-hmm.
They would pay me little stuff to create a dance for their group for a talent show. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
always been that way.
So a
So
choreographer,
yeah,
dance
always
choreographer.
been a
That's
chore.
it. Yeah.
Always,
Yeah.
I've always been a choreographer, and so that's just it. That's what I know. You put dances together, you make them happen. You
Mm-hmm.
get dances that are catchy. They say it's the face expressions for them. I've been doing the face expressions forever. I don't
Mm-hmm.
even realize because I do them so much. I don't even realize I'm doing the face expressions.
Right.
So
Right.
then I go and they say, "Well, you're not a line. Have you ever traveled?" I was bullied. I was bullied from the line dance community.
Mm.
They bullied me. They talked about me. They said that I look like Teletubby. Oh, they laughed and talked about me and told
What?
me that I steal people's line dances. Baby, I don't have time to even look at a YouTube video of somebody else.
Mhm.
If it come across and I like it, then I like it. But honey, I don't have to steal. You can tell my marks. Anytime you see a line dance that's done, you can. I guarantee you go. You can tell if somebody took something from Miss Nikki, and it's
Mhm.
okay because it's only
Right.
so many dances that you can do. At
Right.
the end of the day, being bullied on a live, the girls
Mhm.
talking about jumping on me and everything, because I did a
Really?
song, I did a dance to Mary J. Blige. The last I checked, Mary
Very
J.
protect
Blige,
you.
she would be very disappointed with us
Mhm.
arguing over a song, not the dance. It was
Mhm.
a song. It was a song, and we did two totally different dances.
Because they figured that their dance should have been the
Yeah,
major dance.
if,
You
if
can
you're in a
it's
line dance
variations
community,
to a
you
song.
don't
Do
dance to our song. You dance
right.
on, but it's not your song.
It's not your
Now,
song.
if it's a song that goes with the dance, like Cupid, like DJ
Mhm.
Casper, I
Mhm.
wouldn't take their song and do something totally different with
No,
it.
because that's their mark. That's
That's their mark.
yeah, that's their
But if
song.
you don't own copyrights to a song,
Right.
you do what you please.
Yes.
It's over 100 more videos that was done to that song. Different types of things, not just videos,
Mhm.
just videos, but in different types of things. Sorry for the door slamming. It's
Okay.
my
No
daughter.
problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
But different types of things that's played on different videos. I
Mhm.
don't own copyrights to the song. I don't go looking to see who did. I don't do that.
Right.
I didn't come in doing that, so I guess they felt that was disrespectful because I should check and see who did a song to that. And I think what really offended her the most was she had like 4,000 views on this one
Mm.
dance when I in 4 years, and I had like 5,000 views in a week.
Mm.
She didn't like the fact that it was going so fast on my end with the same song.
How are you getting what do you think is the okay, because many of us out here are on social media.
Hmm.
How do you think your numbers are happening? What do you think you're doing different? And it can probably help some other people if that's something they do. Because I know you, Nikki, you're not one to hate on anyone. If
Ever,
you can
ever.
be of a help or some service to someone to help them get to the
Hmm.
next level that they need to get
Right.
to, maybe you need to do a class on that
Yes.
because you have, and I've seen that your numbers went up like really overnight.
Real
Like
fast.
what? Because for those, see what the devil meant for good, I mean for bad, God turned that thing around for you. So
He prepared that table, baby.
he prepared it. So when people are always trying to bash and let me just say this. Imitation is the form of flattery, right?
Right.
Another form of flattery. So if people like what you're doing,
Hmm.
then let them continue to do it. If they feel they
Absolutely.
can, they're a competition, like you said, you're a movement by yourself. You're a force when we're together. So when you have those that align with you,
Hmm.
it's okay for having people. It's always got to be a leader in something.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
Why is it a part? It can be variations of various styles to different dance. You did not, they
Hmm.
like you said, they did not create it like the Casper slide, which he created,
Right.
copyrighted that thing, made the music. If that's
Yes.
not your own copyright music, and the person didn't give you permission, because Mary J. Blige can come back and say, "Hey, what? Why are y'all doing
Yes.
put my song out there without crediting
Exactly.
me?" So,
Yes.
but I'm here to tell you, you can do a
And
line
as an
dance to
artist,
my
I'm sure
jam.
she was
She
very
could have been
happy.
happy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see,
Yeah.
we turn that thing around and make it negative and stuff. So, and that's what's happening. And that's what happened. And
Yes.
unfortunately, you had to be the butt of those jokes. But she who laughs last laugh better.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And you're getting the laughs. I mean, not even that, not intentionally,
Right.
but it's backfiring because karma is a mother, you know?
Yes, it is.
So,
You know what? I recommend to just
mhm,
keep going.
mhm.
No matter what. I've lost family members. I lost my mom 4 months
Mm.
ago.
Oh, yeah, sorry
I
for you.
lost my brother 4 years ago. Brother-in-law a year after on the same day as my brother. I lost my stepdad. I lost best friends. I lost some of the closest people ever to me. And I continue to keep going because in my head I felt like they want me to keep going.
Mhm,
It was something that they adored from me. They adored that in me as far
mhm.
as dancing all the time. Like I put dancing first.
You're right.
Dancing is first. Dancing is my therapy. So
Mhm.
for all those who don't feel like you can do it, do not stop. Because one thing I will say, the line dance community that I was dealing with said I don't know line dancing because I didn't go on these traveling trips and stuff. Listen, I still have not. I've been offered to go to many of them. Right
Mhm.
now, I'm not ready. But at the end of the day, that don't make me not be a line dancer. I'm still the queen of line dancing. And so at all I'm saying is to keep
Girl, I wish
going.
I could pop that flag. Can you I mean,
That
that fan.
you just gotta let me know.
I know
That's
I
it,
just can't do it, but I really wish I could.
baby.
Pop
And
that
Beyonce
fan.
had them popping fans, and I wasn't even there. But that's another story. I didn't
She
even
had
bring the
them
fan.
popping
I didn't even
fan.
bring my fan last night.
She had her fan
Girl, she had
popping
them
it.
popping their fans.
She had a fan and was popping it.
Yes, she was.
See what I'm talking
She
about?
didn't. It didn't go right though. I got to teach her. I'm a caller. I got to teach her. I
Oh,
wanted
she
to.
didn't do it.
I wanted to do it like that. Pop that fan. You
The
know.
queen couldn't pop the
She couldn't
fan?
pop it. It went the other way. It went the wrong. It just was like this. I'm a caller. I'm a caller.
Wait a minute,
But
it could have been a
I'm just saying.
technical.
I'm
She,
just
let me just give her the benefit. Oh, OMG. First of all, Beyonce, right?
yes.
How amazing is she to, for one, do this
Whoa.
national, the
Whoa.
50 state tour, basically. I
Baby.
don't know if they injecting her or she cloned. Do they got like
I don't
20
know how she. I don't
Beyonces?
know how.
The
I don't know
energy level.
how.
I'm tired and I ain't even go to the I'm tired because I know
Baby.
the energy level it takes. But when you at a different level in life,
Mm.
the energy from the level that you create and make others happy.
Mm.
And that's
Mm.
what
Mm. Mm.
Beyonce does. See, you are that movement for you to attract and draw all those people, whether they looking to say something negative or positive.
Right.
You're doing something right.
Right.
And when people are always trying to find fault in what's good,
Mm.
it tends to backfire
Yes.
because good is going to overshadow everything.
Always.
Now,
Always.
and I'm referencing Beyonce because
Mhm.
as many people say, "Oh, I don't like her." Why is it that we hate people that's good? Michael
That's
Jordan,
great.
LeBron James,
That's
that's great.
great.
That's great. God,
Mhm.
God, capital
Yes.
God. We
Come on now.
have fault in that. Why
And
can't we just
I don't
love and
understand.
embrace greatness?
I don't understand.
Because you
And you know, I do. I can say out of all, even on my
Mhm,
videos and stuff, a lot of times I was always going through the phase of starting. I received 100,000 followers
mhm,
in a year.
right.
The
Mm,
reason why is because I didn't quit. People would
mhm,
get on and call me all kind of names. They still do. I have videos that hit. I just had a video a couple of weeks ago that hit for 3 million
yeah.
in what, a week.
Mhm, mhm.
People get on there and they say the meanest things. I don't know why the fat girl up in the front, she's blocking the other people. Look at the ball head. You know, it's always something mean that they say.
Wow.
Baby, listen.
Mm.
You're bored and you're mad. It's not about me being fat or nothing. At the end of the day, baby, in case you didn't know, I lost over 150 pounds
Mm. Amen.
naturally. No
Right.
surgery, no nothing.
Mhm.
I lost over
Amen.
150 pounds doing my dances.
Mhm. Mhm.
So at the end of the day, you're mad. I go back and I look and see who they are, and you have nerve. You're mad. You're mad at yourself. You
Right.
might want to hop on board, Miss Nikki,
Mhm.
and learn some things. I don't let nothing stop me. At
Amen.
first, I felt some kind of way. I felt insulted. Like, who would be so mean to people that don't bother them?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That was always a question in my head. Why are you so mean? What did I do to you to make you
Right.
attack me like this? You know what I mean?
Nothing.
But ain't nobody mad but who?
That's you.
Ain't
You know
nobody
what?
mad but the devil.
Let me just say this. When I was in Chicago, I have a my non-for-profit organization is Extended Hands Outreach,
Mm-hmm.
and Beautiful Black Women Network is the group associated with that that's here and in Chicago.
Okay.
I used to go around and I have my motivational tour, which is Look at Me campaign. It's
Okay.
the Look at Me. And
Mm-hmm.
what that symbolizes was I would go out speaking to young women, young girls, teenagers,
Mm-hmm.
because it
Mm-hmm.
starts young. We got to
Right.
get them young with the bullying, with the low self-esteem, with the teasing. So what
Mm-hmm.
I did, the campaign that I've done, which was in 2006,
Okay.
I gave all of them a gift, and it was a compact mirror. And I will always tell them whenever you're going through something, look at yourself in the mirror and say, you are special. You are
Right.
this, you are
Right.
that.
Right.
Never ever let anyone take your shine away from you because we
Mm-hmm.
all go through something. And when
Yes.
you can look, what did Michael Jackson say? I'm starting with the man in the mirror. If you don't start with yourself, you
Hello.
cannot say anything to anyone else
No,
because
ma'am.
it starts there with you. So and I went around doing this tour and I said I was going to get back to doing it since I have time to,
Mm-hmm.
because when I just touched on what you just was saying,
Mm-hmm.
because Nick, just think about this. What you are doing can empower and inspire other women who may be going through hair issues, weight issues, we know mental illness is big,
It's
especially
very
coming
real.
out of COVID. We try to find some way, a way out of all of whatever we're going through, an outlet. And
Right.
dancing for me has always been an outlet.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you find that those in the community that's always trying to damper on what you're doing, oh, why she so happy? Why she
Mm-hmm.
doing this? Or why
Right.
he's doing that?
Yeah.
Get on board. Jump on the happy bus.
Yes.
Why are
Please.
we always throwing rice? Not for a good cause, not because we're happy. Because when they throw
Mm-hmm.
rice at you, like at the wedding, that's a good
Mm-hmm.
thing. But they're throwing negativity out here to you, but you
Right.
keep moving. That's how you
Mm-hmm.
prevail, because
That's
you keep
it.
moving.
That's it. And
'Cause
I
think
won't
about it.
stop. I won't
Yeah, you don't
stop.
stop. Mhm.
You know, I have two bad knees. I had an accident in January, and then I have a
Mm,
tear in my meniscus. But that's in the making. I'm just waiting on the gel shots to come.
mhm.
Not the cortisone, but the gel shots. And it works for my right knee. My right knee is at 85%, which is great.
Okay. Mhm.
So I'm getting the same treatment to my left knee, but I'm just waiting on the injections to come out. Do all this stuff and pay for this. But it's coming. It's on its way. It
Exactly.
still don't stop me. It's
Mm,
gonna hurt anyway.
mhm.
If I sit around, my knee's still gonna hurt. So why not get up and move around? If it allows me to, I'm on it.
Right.
I won't. I just won't quit.
Mhm.
My mother passed away 4 months ago, and I tell you, that following week, I was already living my life, dancing. I think I took my granddaughter to Disney, and I did stuff to make me happy, to
Right.
make me feel good. And I
Mhm.
still planned a successful service for my mom at the
Mhm.
same time. Never done it before in my life. You know
Right.
what I mean? And I still planned it. And throughout everything that I'm going through, you know how people get when somebody passes. You know how that go.
Mhm.
How
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
family members become owners and stuff.
Mhm. Mm.
I paid out of my pocket because I didn't have time for the shenanigans.
Right.
But I kept going. You hear what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
No matter
Yeah.
what I do, I keep going. The community, I left them behind.
Mm-hmm.
They still trying to figure out how to get their numbers up. The ones that said I was not going to make it, the
Mm-hmm.
ones that said I wasn't going to get far,
Hmm.
you can put their numbers together and they still don't add up to. So listen, don't quit.
Don't quit.
Don't allow no one, and I mean no one, to
Mm-hmm.
stop you from going. I'm a hairstylist and I
Mm-hmm.
suffer from alopecia. Listen, I'm not
Amen.
afraid, ashamed
Amen.
of anything. Do you hear what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
I love
Transparency.
every bit about myself. I love everything about me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the fact that my niece is disrespectful, but this coming along. I
Right.
still get
Right.
them and I still move around and do what I have to do.
Right.
You
No
understand?
excuses. No excuses to keep it
None.
moving.
There's
Keep
no
it moving.
excuses to
Yeah.
not keep it moving. You're never too old. I'm
Mm-hmm.
54 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be 55 next year. You're never too old to do what you have to do. That's why I say don't quit, don't give up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Keep it pushing at all
Mm-hmm.
times. Don't let nobody tell you different.
Right. Right.
That's all I
Amen.
can say.
That's the message today. The
Yeah.
message is keep moving. And we're going to
Yes.
keep moving on that topic. But Nikki, before I let you go, because I know you have other business things ahead of you,
Yes.
let's
Yeah.
talk quickly about your new business venture. And I'm excited about
Yes.
that for you.
Okay.
Let's
Yes.
talk about that because that's
Yes.
gonna be an exciting thing to Vegas because, we need that right now. We need what you're
Yeah.
gonna be offering, and I hope that the masses will see exactly what you're doing. So let's talk a bit
Yes.
about your new business venture.
Um, I just started my studio. We're waiting on them to finish with the fans and the bars to go in my studio. Brand new. It's
Mhm.
only been studio been sitting there for a whole year. God
Mm,
had already prepared that. It was
yeah.
already mine. Nobody has ever been in it. People was wondering what was going to be there. They didn't know what was going to be there. Not even the investors. I went one day doing the process right after my mom passed.
And so go
That's why
back to what you just said. The difference is, say who just did what? The who? The
invest the investors
see? See what I'm saying?
didn't know me from a can of paint, saw
Mm,
just a little bit of what I do, and wanted to invest
mm.
in me. I am their very first dance studio that they ever invested in.
Wow. Blow their
Black
heads
owned,
back.
black owned on top of
Oh, who's
that.
the investors? We don't have to say who they are because we know who they are, already know who
Yeah,
they are.
okay. And we know
The
who the
other
main investor is.
side. Amen.
People was waiting on something to happen at the end. I have the best. I have both. I have good views. Like when you get off the bus, everything. My studio
Mm,
sit right on the corner, and
location.
and it's A. It's suite A. I'm the first one out of the whole
Mm,
suite. All the rest of them are filled. I'm the first one sitting on the end. I met him. I shook his hand. He saw a little something. Hey, we would like to invest. Let's
they
make
saw
it
your
happen.
videos.
One, not
Yeah.
even. I mean, a little clip of it.
See what I'm saying? God will bring them to you. Bring them out, bring them out.
When I tell you, my girl Jazz said, "Come on, I want you to meet these people." Did not know it was gonna kick off like that. When I say I'm at the day of the ribbon, that was the day of the ribbon
Mhm,
cutting for
mhm,
my unit to get it going, to get it started. They didn't know who they was about to invest, who they was gonna give it to. They said, "Would you
mm,
like this place or do you want something else?" I said, "I'll take this right here." So
mm.
at that moment, he sent the contractor over. Let him know what floors you need. What do you need us to do? Right then and
Wow.
there, within minutes. The very next day, we went down. I met his dad. I was there with the congresswoman, and everybody was there. And here I am now. My dance studio is Miss Nikki Smooth Dance and Creative Studios
Mm.
in North Las Vegas, um, 722 Cary Street, North Las
Right down
Vegas,
the street from me. Mhm.
89030.
Amen.
I will be opening it up within the next few weeks. I'm just waiting on them to finish it up. They just did the floors, and they did the mirrors. So I'm just waiting on the fans and a couple of other things, and we gonna get it on and going.
We gonna get
And
it on in
I
there because
hope
I'm
to
gonna be
see
right up
everybody
in there.
there.
I'm gonna be up in there
Okay.
and doing my thing with you.
Okay.
We gonna
Now
make
my
that
grand
thing
opening,
burst.
we did a grand opening for the shopping center, and I was a
Yeah,
part of that. But my grand opening will be when I'm ready. I would say I'm hoping maybe 3 to 6 months.
right.
I want it to be everything to be right. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna just throw no grand opening together. But before the grand opening, I will be open.
Mm.
I will
Okay.
be open. We got got to pay for
Mhm.
itself.
Exactly.
So I
Exactly.
definitely will be open hopefully within the next couple of weeks.
That's good. So yeah, let us know. Keep us posted on when you
Okay.
are open so we can put a shout out for that and
Okay.
advertise or whatever you need us to do. We will support that. But
Absolutely.
before you go, I want to kind of get a little glimpse of what you do, if you don't mind. Let me
Okay.
put this little thing up real quick.
Okay.
Let's see what I'm doing. Bear with me.
Okay.
All right, I had to pull that back just a little bit. I had to get them a little
Okay.
bit because for the sake of Facebook and YouTube, they will
Yes.
block
Yes.
the music because
Understood.
we don't own the copyrights to
Understood.
this music. But
Right.
before I let you go, this was such an exciting conversation because you know what? Even in this conversation, we don't know what we can pull from each other when we
Right.
communicate.
Right.
Communication for me is key.
Right.
Even in squabbles or disagreements, I've always been one to want to discuss and try to figure out how we can make that thing better.
Right.
Everybody can't be reached, but you know that in your heart you did what was right
Right.
and to rectify and to mend anything or any confusion and try to make it right. I pride myself on doing that because at the end of the day, we only live once and we have to live in the moment and
Right.
enjoy everything that God has set for us.
Hmm.
And looking at you and following you, and even when I called you out to, Casper, speaking about Casper, may he rest in peace. When
Yes.
you came to the African event in February, it was the last time that I saw him and we spoke. And, I called you. I said, Nikki, come out. You came out. We didn't get the drawing. We did because but it was the meeting.
Hmm.
And you guys developed a relationship, a friendship from that.
Right.
He, like you said,
Right.
he called you. And just piggyback on that little conversation, you said he called you and he really didn't know you, but that
Right.
shows the compassion and the type of person that Casper was.
Absolutely.
You know, because when
Absolutely.
I put you guys together and I was like, let's see how this can work. And it was gonna be something.
Oh yes.
But he
Most
told you,
definitely.
what did he tell you in your conversation?
Honey, he said, we're going to get you. I want you, me, you, Big Moochie, and Cupid. We're
Mhm,
going to get together and we're going to do a big old thing. And I was like, me? He said, what you mean you? He said,
mhm,
you one of the OGs. So cool. I mean, so down to earth. You would have thought I've been
mhm.
knowing this man all my life.
Right.
He was so down to earth. So then when I talked to him in May, he called right after my mom passed.
Mm,
Called. He didn't text. He called me and he said, Queen, I just want to let you know I'm sorry about what happened to your mom. Never sounded like he was in pain or nothing.
mhm, mhm.
And he said, I just wanted to reach out to you to let you know to keep going.
See? Keep
To
moving.
continue line dancing. He said, cause you damn good at it.
Mm,
So don't stop. Man, that brought tears to my eyes then. Not knowing that he was real sick.
battling. Yeah.
Never ever he never brought it up. that he didn't feel well. Nothing. Never came across.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's why when
Mm.
it happened, I was like, huh?
Yeah. Just
But
never know.
he just spoke the truth. That's just it.
Mhm.
And that right there even made me decide to I want to go even harder
Right.
because it came from a king of line dancing. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. And that's the thing when you had touched so many people that you have drawn many people to you. The same as Casper did
Right.
with the movement of dance.
Right.
And we don't understand those like me in the dance community. Just like when COVID hit, I had my little stepper size machine, the little dance thing that I was my dance partner. I
Mm-hmm.
did not realize that that little thing that I did was for
Mm-hmm.
therapy for me, that I turned around and made it for dance. How it impacted so many people during COVID. They
Right.
were calling me left and right. I just did a video, I saw this thing, it was for my therapy, it was for used for my shoulder. I
Mm-hmm.
went and patented the item. It was already a ready-made item, but I
Mm-hmm.
patented it for dance because I took something that was already in use and
Right.
turned it around for something else,
Mm.
and the impact that it had on us on a national level in the stepping community.
Right.
Didn't realize how impactful that was.
Right.
And how that because we didn't have nobody we could dance with. So,
Mm-hmm.
this was our dancer, and I sold so many of
Absolutely.
those things, and people still ask me today, "Yeah, and I made a videos." And they ask
Mm-hmm.
me, "When are you gonna do your" so people knew me from that video, just like you. They know you from the video, but then when they saw me, "You're the one that did the video." Go
Right.
keep doing that. I was enjoying that, but I
Right.
never let people stop your gift that
Mm-mm.
God has put in place for you to do.
Mm-mm.
And that's
Don't
mo
ever.
that's what we're gonna leave on. We're gonna leave on keep it moving,
Yes.
never stop, and never give up.
That's it.
Any last minute words, any way, things you wanna tell people that can follow you or
Yes, you can
contact
actually
you?
follow me on. They're all the same with Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Ms. Nikki, MZ, N as Nikki, NIKKI,
Mhm,
Smooth Dance Queen. You can find me that same on YouTube and TikTok, and
mhm.
also Facebook business.
That's good.
And I
Alright.
hope to see everybody at my dance studio. I want to see y'all there.
Yeah, they gon we gonna put it out there, and I know you're gonna advertise it, and we
You know
gonna do
I am.
that,
You
and
know I am.
I know, and thank you again. I love you. You know you
I
can
love
count
you
on me.
more.
I'm gonna be there for you.
Thank
And
you,
I
Queen.
enjoyed this conversation. We may have to piggyback on this conversation because I love to talk
Right.
about stuff like
We're
this.
going to
This is
go sit down
good.
to eat somewhere. You know,
We're
I
gonna
like
have
to
to
eat.
come with oh, yeah, I do too. Mm. How
We can
about that
go eat
fan? Can we
somewhere.
get that fan before we get out of here? And on that note, thanks you guys for tuning in to Hot 89.1 FM, the Truth Now Talk Show with LESHAE. And my special guest today is Miss Nikki Smooth Dance Queen.
Yes,
Have a
yes.
wonderful
I love you
day.
for free.
Love you, love you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.